One more. So, Peavy, it's really a pleasure to speak to you about this new album, New World Rising. We are on Metal Ops TV, on the new channel TV, everywhere in the world, on YouTube, of course, and we are here to speak about your new album. The Red album will be out very soon. I try yeah, yes, we got it.
You
So
see
this
it.
is the new album of Rage, and it will be everywhere in the world at the 26th of September, I think.
That's correct.
So perhaps my first question will be about, because you have a lot of activity, since last year and before, because there is another an album who was out 2 years ago. So perhaps now you are on tour, you play in some festival. I see that you play in a festival. It was in a Bourg Open Air Festival 2025. How was this show?
Very good. It was last weekend, and we played together with bands like DORO or Mission in Black. No, Beyond the Black. I'm sorry. Yeah, it was well attended, and it was a great show. Nice weather, so perfect for a festival.
Do you play some new songs?
Yeah, we have already one single is out from the new album, the song Freedom.
Yeah.
We have this in the set list already. Yes.
So I suppose how was the reception for this new single, for this from this new album?
It's really good. We played already since a couple of shows, and it was always really good. We realized that the people already heard the song, they know about it, were singing together with us. So good reactions.
So last year you celebrate the 40 years of the band. Incredible. 40 years you are still here and you play metal music. So that's so great. Because I see that you play many shows. You do a tour in April, in May, in October, in November. You play also with a Lingua Mortis orchestra. So there are a lot of festival last year. So it was really incredible. How was this tour? Do you appreciate the fact that you play many shows and the fact that you are on tour finally for the 40 years?
I really have to say I enjoy this concert. I enjoyed all of them. It's a big honor for me to be still here after 40 years, and that we still get good attention from the audience. And it was a real pleasure for me. I really enjoy every of these shows because it's this is a gift from the universe, that if you can really have this, you can live your life like this. So I'm very grateful for this, and I still, of course, enjoy.
Yeah, it was incredible. You are still here and you play many shows. And you come back with this new album, New World Rising. From where came the inspiration for this new album? You go very fast, finally. The album is out 1 year after, a little more 1 year after. Some move. But from where came the inspiration of this New World Rising?
Yeah, this is really. But I remember in the past, in the 80s or so, it was very normal that a band had an album out every year. So in the past, it was not so unusual. Okay, for today, I know many bands take a lot more time for in between releasing albums. Why did we have it already so quickly? This is basically the circumstances how we can work here. We have our own studio, so we can just, as soon as we have ideas, we can just record them right away, and we use this chance, of course. Plus, we are in a really good mood in the band. You know, there's we feel really good. We enjoy working together with this lineup. You know, and I have with Gene Bormann, I have a sidekick, our guitar player. I have a sidekick now that is also very creative, just like I am. So we come up with good new song ideas each and every day or so, you know. he's we already have 5 new songs written for the next album.
Yeah. So it's a
This
good
is
news.
really insane. Sometimes I really think like, what are we doing here? It's like we're making sandwiches or so. But the ideas are really good. We wouldn't record it or we wouldn't release it if we wouldn't feel it. It's really good. We wouldn't release any crap or so. That's not really a need for this. And yeah, we had the new album written very quickly without thinking about it. And then first in the first idea we thought, yeah, we shouldn't release it this year. Already 1 year later. Maybe we push it to the next year to 26 or so. But then came a chance by beginning of this year. We got in contact with a quite famous filmmaker here in Germany. His name is Michael Herbig, and he had he did already 25 years ago a very successful movie here. It was called The Shoe of Manitou. It's a kind of Wild West parody movie where a song from Rage was already included in the soundtrack. It was the song Straight to Hell. And she came up with the idea of making a companion film to this old one. Now this new one is called The Canoe of Manitou. And he asked us if we could make a remake of Straight to Hell for this movie. A pimped up version, with a modern sound. And so our record company came up with the idea that why don't we just take the album a little bit earlier, so we can use this promotion from the movie also for the new album. We said, yeah, it's ready already. We have the album ready. We just have to give the tapes to you. So it was pushed a little bit earlier, pushed out a little bit earlier than the original plan. That's basically the reason.
Yes, I see there is a sort of little movie for this new song, the readaptation of the song with, like you say, a modern sound and a very funny music, very funny clip about this film. I see you are invited at the first projection of the movie. How was it? To be here with all the realizator and all the team of the movie.
It was really nice. It's very nice people. It was in the first row. We were planned in to be playing the song in the movie, but then
Yeah.
they changed the scene a little bit. So there's a gangster gang, in the Wild West gang, in the movie, and now they are playing the song instead of us. But we're still happy that the song is in the movie, as it's a very popular one. It was after 4 days, it already had like a million visitors in the cinemas. So
yes,
it's
huge.
one
Very
of the
huge.
most successful movies since the last years.
Yes, and the tracks, it's the last tracks of the album, the 13 Straight to Hell version 25. And there is this new album, the New World Rising. Why do you call this album the New World Rising? Is it a concept? Is it a straight line? What is this new world? The new world of rage, I will say, is
Yeah,
rising
of course,
now.
it's the new world of rage is rising. Yes, actually, if you follow the story in the lyrics, it's like a red line. It's not really a concept album like I have a script or so. But when you start with Resurrection Day, this was about the Judgment Day. About
Mhm.
a world falling down. On the last one, Afterlifelines, it was like a post-apocalyptic scenario, a kind of dystopia of a post-apocalyptic future. And at this point, the world was down, absolutely down to the minimum, and what's coming after you're down, you're rising up again.
Yeah,
So
I
that's
hope.
what the new album is telling about. It's a kind of optimistic view into the future. Like
Yeah.
from the downfall. In the world today, there's a lot of disruption. Geopolitically, everything is like set up again. There's a lot of chaos going on. But from this will come a new order. A new. It isn't natural. It's a kind of cycle that's that's happening through all ages, So I think, or I believe that from all chaos will come a new order, a new normality,
Uh-huh.
and I see it more positively, or at least I try to give some positive inspiration with the lyrics, what what we could concentrate more on, so we don't see it all as a dystopic thing.
Yes, yes.
An optimistic view on the future.
Yes, that's what I feel. Finally, there is a optimist, a great vision for the future. I mean, it's not deep, very, very deep, totally. And we hope all that the world will be very good in the few years because, yeah, like you said, it's not very easy in this moment. There are so many war in the world. I remember that you go in Israel 2 years ago before everything happened, the conflict. How do you feel about that? That the fact what all happened in Gaza, it's you see the people before, just before the October. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, it's a big shame that all this happened. When we visited Israel before all this started, we saw a country where all these different populations were living together quite good. We've been to Jerusalem. There's five different religions living very close to each other. In the old town of Jerusalem, and it was not a problem.
Mhm.
And now through with all this violence, this is all getting destroyed. It's a really big shame, and it's a very old conflict, that's already decades old, and there's not an easy solution for this, obviously. But I'm not a politician, I cannot
Ah,
give any
mhm.
advices what to do.
I mean, do you think that you could be inspired by that kind of stuff? What happened for a song, for lyrics? I don't
in
know.
the end, in the end, what I can do with what can you do with song lyrics? Song lyrics are only a very short idea that you can bring over. You cannot
Mhm.
really tell a big complex story in a song.
Yeah.
But what I try to give in the songs is a kind of inspiration for some ideas. So there's a song, for example, like um, "We'll Find a Way." That is one of the song titles. This is a song that it's about what's the English word? Forgiveness. A song about forgiveness. Like let's shake hands and get together again. Let's
Mhm.
talk it over and find a solution for a better way.
Yeah.
It's not about confrontation; it's about forgiveness. And about getting together again.
Mhm. Yes,
Just
and
just as an example,
mhm.
there's all different aspects where people should concentrate on. That makes uh, that makes it easier to live together. In the end, we always have to find compromises, and everybody has his own rights. And uh, if we are able to talk to each other, then this is already half of the thing.
Yeah.
Just get together, talk about it. Not kill each other, talk about it. What do you want? What do you need? And let's find something that everybody can live with.
And
That's
there is
that's how it
this
is.
new. Yes, there is this new. What you say, it's like in the single, freedom. Finally, the first single, freedom, is very important. Freedom. What was inspiration on the lyric in the lyrics on this new single, the first single of there is two more.
Basically, freedom and peace. These are the elemental things where we can make a good living from. If we don't have freedom, if we don't have peace, then there's no life possible. And for so many people, this became here, especially in Europe, as we have like now 70 years of peace. It became a kind of normality, and that a lot of people don't really see how valuable, how important this really is.
Uh,
And that they talk about war, and yeah, we have to get more weapons and put billions and billions of euros into armies and whatever. Yeah, you can talk about, but when I hear some of the politicians, how easily they talk about getting into war, don't forget that freedom and peace is the most elementary thing. It's more, you should all never forget this, That's basically the message of this song,
Yeah, it's very important message because
Yeah,
I speak
it's not for
to
granted,
I speak to
Peace and freedom
people.
are not for granted. And we have to remember that these are the most elementary things.
Uh-huh. Yes, like you say, because as I said, I speak to some people who came from Iran in Iran, and when they arrive in France, they said that it's magic in France. It's a miracle because we are free, we do what we want. It's incredible. Some people
Yeah.
forget that we
Yes,
are really happy in
and
Europe.
we are used to this so much, that we take it for granted. But if you look around in the world, there's not so many places in the world where you have this kind of freedom
Mhm.
and peace like we have here. So we should really be proud of this and take really care, have an eye on this.
On this album, when I listen the album, 13 tracks on this album, it's a straight, pure rage with no classical stuff or like that. It's really pure rage, metal
Yes.
music. It was important. I have the impression that, like you said at the beginning, you are very you are very in a good feeling in the band, and we feel that on this album
Yes.
because you get a lot of problem before, a lot of move of musician around your career. Do you think that finally it's really a huge impact on your music finally that you?
Yeah, see, we have celebrated this 40-year anniversary. It's like okay, now this for the first 40 years, and kind of it feels like a new beginning at the moment. Like we have all this past. We have all this history, and now let's get into the future. Let's and the feeling in the band is really uh, fresh and yeah, we like to be with each other. We're really good friends at the moment. And I'm pretty sure it will stay like this.
Yes, it's
And so the it's you hear this, I guess, in the tracks that we play really fresh and we play inspired. This is we
mhm.
feel inspired. Yeah, that's basically what it
Yeah,
is.
yeah. There will be two new single. There will be Innovation and also Fire in Your Eyes with very melodic. And you said it's a declaration to all the metal fans in the world. Fire in Your Eyes is very important. That declaration for you.
Yeah, exactly. Fire in your eyes. Um, it's like a love declarance to all the metal fans, to all these people that made this fantastic life for me possible, and I feel very home in the metal scene. Um, I was inspired from a metal club called Metality. They started here from Germany, but I think they have already Europe wide. They have different chapters, and this is like loose clubs of metal fans that try to do also social projects. They're helping like homeless people or disabled people.
Mhm.
Try to integrate them in concerts or so. They collect sleeping bags that's left over from concerts. Always when they're in, the Wacken festival, there's like 100,000 people there, and there's a lot of sleeping bags left over. Then and in the past they were thrown in the garbage, but they collect them, wash them, and give them to homeless people. For free out.
Yeah, it's
For just little examples. And I just like it that these people feel like we want to integrate everybody into this, into this metal scene. We want to have fun with all of them, and try to help people that they don't have it so easy. And this was basically the beginning inspiration, and then I realized that I really feel home and feel good in this metal scene. It's like a family to me, and I just wanted to tell them, all of them, like thank you for all this. And
yeah, it's a
um,
great song. I love it.
and the fire in your eyes is when you look into the eyes of the front row of the fans in the front row, and they're all like, yeah, and
Yeah,
this is so
that.
much energy. This is this kind of energy that I like so much. And this is the inspiration. That gives them all the music gives them all inspiration. Makes it gives them power for doing good things, you know.
Yeah, it's an exchange finally between the band and the crowd, of course. And there is also innovation. The new single will be out. This new single will be out on 12 September. So it's very important songs. What is the idea behind innovation? What do you want to, what do you want to innovate?
Um, you could also call it inspiration. It would also be a good title, you know. It's for me, it's this kind of breaking up spirit, you know, and getting new new good things in your life, you know. After you come out of this hole, you know, you're getting good new fresh ideas, good new fresh inspiration in your life, you know. This is basically it's a very simple message, you know. Just like, yes, start again, rise up.
Yes. So about this album, I suppose how was you tell me that you record in your home studio, in your studio, your own studio. You get your studio since many years. Was it easy this time to record? Was it fast? How does it work in studio this time?
Yeah, so the studio is here integrated in our drummer Lucky. He has his own booking company. They have a big music company. They're doing booking. They're doing tour planning also for a lot of other bands. And in the basement of the whole building, it's a big industry building here. In the basement, we have rehearsal rooms where not only Rage is rehearsing, there's also a rehearsal room rentable for other bands. You know, they come over from America or so, or England, and start touring here so they can prepare for their tours. You know, we had Geoff Tate, for example, rehearsing here. Michael Schenker was rehearsing. And of course, also we use this, you know, and there's an integrated studio there. And the main engineer that works there is Gene, is our guitar player. You know, he built it up, you know, and he
Yeah.
for all his needs, you know. So he's very familiar with everything there, and he's a really good engineer, really good studio technician. Meanwhile, so whenever we have ideas, we just record them right away, and that's it's you know, we usually in the past you had like, okay, we go into in the studio, record an album from day this to day this or so, you know. So you just spend like 3-4 weeks in the studio to record your stuff. Now it's like we're recording all the time, you know.
Hmm.
We don't have like a certain date, like we have to be start here and finish there, you know. We can record whenever we want, day and night, you know. We can get in here all the time. We can just work on ideas as soon as we have them, you know. So this makes the whole process irgendwie, sorry, I'm pushing in German words. So this makes this process easier and more what's the word, more productable, you know. You're getting more, you achieve more results easier and faster.
Finally, it was very more easy now in our days to record an album that before in the 80s when you begin. So, like you said, there is 2 or 3 weeks of recording and not too much, and it cost a lot of money too. How do you feel now? You prefer really the new, like you say, the new world rising, the new world of internet, everything, where we can do a lot of band can do many things in a home studio.
Yeah, I mean, the technique, of course, the progress of technique is rising and progressing extremely fast, and of course, this makes all this kind of work a lot easier and faster and cheaper also. We will see where all this will end. I mean, talking about KI, you know, how is this in English called? KI. You know what I'm talking about? What's the English word for this? Um, this intelligent technique.
Yeah,
um,
yes, yeah. ER,
what's the
ER,
English?
intelligence. Yes.
What's this called
Yes,
in
it's
English?
coming. It's coming now. But yes, artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
I've got
So
the word.
this is just getting into this
Yeah.
music thing. You know, there's projects coming up that are completely artificial, that there's no people anymore behind it. It's just computer
Yeah,
made.
exactly.
So we will see how this will change the whole music business.
Mhm.
I hope not too much, because otherwise, real bands like us, we would be, we had no reason anymore. We would be
Yeah.
out of the business.
Yes, where will be the creativity, the writing,
Mm,
if it's a computer who writes the songs.
yeah.
I prefer when you write your song.
So I always think like as long as we use computers for our aims, then it's okay. But when the computer starts to use us for their aims,
Yeah.
then we have a problem, I guess.
Uh, I see something incredible. I don't know about that. That you have a passion for skull and bones. You study for skull and bone. You are bones. You have a sort of passion. Tell me more about that. You get a huge collection of skull and everything like that. It was a little incredible for me to discover
Yeah, I
that.
mean,
I don't know about that. I know that
I
you love the skull,
I'm
but
I'm collecting bones and skulls since I'm 5 years old or so, since my whole life already. And this was one of my original jobs before I actually became a musician. I learned taxidermy. You know what this is? This is
yeah.
like preparing animals. So I specialized in this on bone preparation, skeleton mounting. I do castings of skulls, like make make them from epoxy resin. You can basically actually you can buy them. A friend of mine is a fossil trader, and he
Uh-huh.
has lots of my casts in his program. Can sell them. Um, it's basically I'm doing like hominid casts, from Neanderthals and all these kind of old human uh, ancestors.
Yeah.
um,
So
I don't know
you
if I have pictures here.
Ah, yes, I
to
want to see.
You can see this basically. I mean, maybe wait a second. If I find something quickly here on my, for example, this here. Can you see this?
Yes, I see very well.
This
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
this is
It's a. I think it would be a monkey or something like that. No?
it's a bone cast, yeah, from a skull that's around. I think this is 60,000 years or so old. It was found in Flores in Indonesia. It's
Yeah.
called Homo floresiensis,
Yes.
um, also known as the Hobbit. It's
Yeah.
a nickname of this
Incredible.
of this skull. It was a kind of dwarf form of Homo erectus. A kind of dwarf form. And so this is an example for the stuff that I'm still doing next to the music. I'm not. It's not my profession. I don't live from this. This is more like a extended hobby for me.
Yes, but very passionate hobby like I see. I will show you an image. Me too. This one. It's a book.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the book
Last
that I
year.
just released.
Because last year I asked you a question about the story of the band, everything like that, and you tell me yes, I will be. You can read it in a book, my book that I just finished. It was in October, I think so, last year, and this we could find this book, but it's in Dutch. Do you think there
But
will be
I can tell you something about the book that's coming out in English version now.
yeah?
An international version will be coming out by the end of the year or beginning next year or so. We just finished the translation at the moment. Also, an earbook, and of course, everything will come out as an iBook also to download it or so. We're
So.
just preparing this at the moment.
What could we find in this book? It is the story of your life. It is a,
This is the story of my life, the story of Rage, and a lot of historic time documents. Like I said, for example, there's a lot of things like when the German wall came down, and we had contact with the Stasi people, this kind of secret. You know what Stasi was in Germany? This kind of it's the the communistic part of Germany. They had this kind of CIA people there, you know, that were spying out everybody, you know. And
Yeah.
when we worked with
So,
some company from East Germany, we were also into their focus, you know. So that's all this kind of time documents, you know, from where Germany or other parts of the world went through, you know. I mean, 40 years, and we were working internationally with the band. That brings a lot of time historic documents, you know.
yeah, so it will be very
Oh,
interesting to discover that.
it's
Uh,
it's
yes,
a book for fans, of course, you know, but it also tells a bit more than only just the story of the band, you know.
yes, the story is the band in this book, and a lot of revelation also, and some secrets, I suppose too. That's what we love too, the little secrets, you know. Of course.
Yeah.
Just about the album, how could you describe musically this album? I said it's straight, pure rage. What was your idea when you write this album? What do you want to? How was? What do you want musically achieve with this album? The new one. How could you describe it
Um,
for people who will
it's pure metal. It, you know, the rage is stylistically already widely spread. You know, we come from between thrash attitude to power metal to melodic metal. So there's
yeah.
a lot of aspects in the music, but in general, I think it's really fresh. You know, it's fresh from the liver coming. You know, and
Yes,
has
powerful, fresh.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
has,
It's really that.
yeah, all the songs are powerful. You know, they have also some little progressive uh, examples. You know, like with nice intros, um, kind of tribal intro for some of the songs. So you know, so also progressive elements into it.
Yes, yes, too. Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
still
yeah.
hear me?
This is the album. Yes, the new one, Rage, New War Rising. I don't see you now. The image is just to finish. The image is blocked. I don't know why, but do you hear me good? I lost you.
Yeah, I can still hear you, but I know that the Zoom is always like
Yeah,
ending the
at the
session, you
end,
know,
yeah.
after half an hour.
Oh, so last question, and just to finish, because yes, it's very, very fast. You begin in 1984, 83. Do you realize all your dreams?
Yeah, I think I actually realized a lot more than I expected ever, you know. There's a lot more things happen to me, and and I hope I still have a little bit of time on this planet to uh, make a nice ending from all this, you know. But in general, I think this band and this metal scene, this life was good, you know. I never expect. So thanks to everybody for helping
So
us.
thank you, Peavy, for this interview. Thank you very much, and thank you for this great album who will be out
Thank you,
in the 26th of September. A really, really a
Pascal.
great album, pure rage, like we all love that kind of rage. And I know that you will be you are just working, like you said, on a new album. So you are very, very busy man. Thank you for your time, and thank you for the interview.
Thank you also, Pascal and Metal Ops, and to everybody else.
Thank you. Bye.